friends, welcome back to Wings of Education. Today we are going to take the remaining part from the lesson The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. Let's take the fourth paragraph, last line. Margie hated this mechanical teacher the most because she had to submit her homework and test papers to it. Margie had to write her homework and her test papers in a particular punch code, that is a computing language. She had learned the language at the age of 6. The machine checked the papers and calculated her marks in a few seconds. Fifth paragraph. So the county inspector said that Margie was getting bad marks in geography because the machine was not working properly. It was geared to a higher level. He said that sometimes machines malfunctioned and that is what had happened. He had slowed it down and set it to the pace of a learner of 10 years of age. He said that Margie was learning at a good pace. He again patted Margie's head in order to cheer her up. Margie was sad because she did not want to learn, she did not want to study from this machine, and she wanted that the inspector should take it away. Margie is reminded of the time when Tommy's mechanical teacher had been taken away for repair for almost 1 month and he was enjoying his time as he didn't have any teacher. It had been taken away because the history sector, the portion of the machine that taught the history subject, had been wiped out. So the mechanical teacher did not have any memory of it and had to be taken away for repair. Sixth paragraph. Now we know the reason for Margie's dislike for school. So she asked Tommy that why would anyone write about school? Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, because he knew something that Margie was not aware of. He said that Margie was silly because she did not know that many years ago the school was not the kind they had. Tommy wanted to stress on the time period and said that centuries ago the school were not like the ones they had. Margie was hurt at Tommy's behavior and she said that she did not know what kind of schools they had centuries ago. She was curious and imagined a group of children being taught by a human teacher. She looked over Tommy's shoulder, trying to read the book, and said that perhaps they had a teacher. Tommy said sure, it wasn't the machine, it was a man who taught them. Margie could not believe that a man was a teacher because she had always seen a machine doing that. Tommy tells that the man who taught the class discussed many things with the students, gave them homework and then asked them different questions based on it, just like their mechanical teacher did. Let's go to 7th paragraph. Margie said that a man teacher is not as smart as the machine teacher. Tommy asks Margie not to underestimate the human teacher. He said that he is as knowledgeable as the machine. He compares the machine to his father and says that his father knows as much as his machine teacher. Tommy could bet on it that the human teacher knew as much as a mechanical teacher did. Margie did not want to discuss this further and added that she did not want a strange man, the human teacher, to come to her house to teach her. Tommy found it very funny when Margie said that she did not want a strange man to come to her house to teach her. He said that teachers didn't come to the students' house to teach them. They had a special building, a school, and the students went to the school to study. Margie was astonished and asked that did all the children learn the same thing? Tommy said that all the children of the same age studied the same thing. 8th paragraph. Margie refers to a machine teacher. She says that her mother told her that the machine had to be tuned to the level of each boy or a girl who was studying to form it. So, each child had to be taught separately depending on their level. Tommy replied that in the past they did not do it that way. He got irritated at Margie and said that she need not read the book. Margie is interested in the book. She is curious to know what kind of schools were there. She wanted to know what kind of schools there in were the past as she felt that they were fun. Margie had read just half of the book when her mother called her as it was time for her to attend her virtual school. Margie's mother said to Tommy that it was time for him to go to school too. Margie was so interested in reading the book that she asked Tommy if she could read the book with him after school. Ninth paragraph. Tommy tried to ignore her and said that maybe she could read it. Tommy was feeling very great because Margie was interested in reading the book. He placed the book under his arm and he went off to his home. Margie reached her school. It was a room next to her bedroom. It was a virtual classroom. There was a machine teacher for Margie. It was on and it was waiting for her to begin teaching her. Margie studied all the days except Saturdays and Sundays at the same time from this mechanical teacher. Margie's mother was very particular. She had told Margie that she would learn better if she would study every day at the same time. Margie sat in front of the machine similar to a computer and the machine was turned on. It said that the lesson of the day was in arithmetic and the topic was addition of proper fractions. Further, it instructed her to insert the homework of the previous day in the slot for inserting the homework. Last paragraph. Margie's life is also very mechanical, just like a machine. There is no fun in her classroom. It is very dull and boring, just like a machine. Margie is thinking of the story told to her by her grandfather. Her grandfather told her that his grandfather used to go to school when he was a little boy. As Margie is bored with this machine, she is reminded of that life. When Margie comes to know that in the past children used to go to school, they sat together, laughed and shouted in the school. She gets curious about it and wants to go to school. The writer wants us to realize the importance of schools in our life. Children sometimes get bored and fed up of going to school. But if you don't have a school, you won't get to meet friends. Your life will be very dull and boring. Margie feels that school is so much fun. Children get together, they study in a fun way. They get the same homework and they can discuss it, take help and talk about it also. So all the students become friends and study in a fun way. Margie is just thinking about the kids of the past who went to school and enjoyed studies. That's all friends. I hope you like today's video. Please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching.
Prepare to be written! I'm doing it! Yeah! Some of these! Now let's see how it looks so far. Time!